Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, first of all, happy Friday, y'all. I hope you all are gonna have a great Friday, great start to the weekend. On the lips today, you guys, I'm not ready to let go of summer yet. And I'm still just absolutely loving Lime Lagoon over at Banger Beauty by Mary. Smells and tastes like a key lime pie. Clear on the lips, the slightest amount of frost on the lips, but it's not a lot. The smell alone, oh my God. And then the taste. The taste, yes. Lime Lagoon is currently in the clearance section, so girl, you better run and grab it now. All right, let's get into this video. Today's video, okay, you guys, I did end up purchasing, remember when they just did that members? I know a lot of y'all are gonna roll your eyes. The Members Fest, member appreciation, and we had the 90s throwbacks. And of course, we saw the same sad, tired cucumber melon. Plumeria was back, which I do love Plumeria. But there was another one we hadn't seen in a while, and y'all, I had to pick this one up. Country Apple. Loving that original logo up there that we used to see. That is what I'm telling you, my high school years, I remember seeing that logo everywhere. But I did end up purchasing it in the Fine Fragrance Mist as well as the body lotion. I had to have it back in my collection. Primarily the lotion because I wanted a good apple lotion that wasn't too sweet, too perfumey. And we're gonna get into that in a second. But Country Apple is a tried and true favorite from Bath & Body Works. She's very much loved in the old school fragrance community. Scent notes are Apple Blossom, Fresh Muguet, Sheer Sunlight, hate when they use those damn words, and Orchard Woods. This is a gorgeous apple scent. It is a slightly perfumed apple. It's not like straight on just apple. I do love it though. It definitely is nostalgia for me. Takes me back to being like 14, 15 years old in high school. And all the girls either smelled like country apple, sun-ripened raspberry, or cucumber melon. It was one of the three back then. And I was one of the country apple girlies. Absolutely. It's just such a pretty, fresh apple. It's a brighter apple. Yeah, there's like woody undertones that kind of linger in the back, but it is primarily apple. The woody and the muguet notes that are in there definitely give it like a perfumey vibe, but not too much perfume. I remember over the years, a lot of people said this smelled kind of like some of the shampoos that we had in the 90s, and they ain't too far off. It is a beautiful apple, but definitely kind of has a certain vibe about it. Now, so far as longevity and projection, it ain't a big dinner, big winter chicken dinner thing on this, y'all. The one I remember from the 90s would last all day. I could still smell it on me when I would get home from school. This one, I would say a projection on a scale of 1 to 10 is maybe a 2. The longevity was even kind of worse. It was like an hour, you guys. An hour, and I couldn't even really smell it anymore. So that part made me sad. But listen, I will absolutely overspray all day. I mean, one of the best things of being able to work for myself is spraying as much as I want without offending any coworkers. Because let's be real, the only coworkers are the people who are immediate family, and they already know I'm going to be smelling up the entire area anyway. Yeah, but this is a beautiful scent in the fact that it's very nostalgic for me. Now, I do have some comparisons, some updated comparisons, because in the past, I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest ones that's always been compared to is Beautiful Day. My favorite packaging of Beautiful Day ever was this beveled, jeweled type of a bottle. And of course, this, it doesn't even have the... $18.95 is when we saw the price tag on this one. Scent notes are Sun-Kissed Apple, Sparkling Cassis, Wild Daisies, Pink Peony, and Fresh Woods. I love Beautiful Day though. It definitely has a vibe about it itself. This is definitely brighter, fresher in ways with those floral undertones, and it's actually sweeter in a lot of ways than Country Apple is. So, I mean, and the lasting power on this is much better than Country Apple. It's a perfect blend of apple floral with a slight woody note on the dry down. But this is absolutely beautiful. I wish they would have done Old Girl better so far as projection and strength, but I'm still glad to have her in my collection. But Beautiful Day will always have a spot as well. One of the newer ones I've seen people comparing Country Apple to recently, which I was kind of like, Candy Apple Cauldron from last Halloween. Loved this packaging. It is the only time we ever saw Candy Apple Cauldron. Bath & Body Works did not bring her back. Kind of like Ice Cream Float up here. We probably will never see that again either. However, your girl over at Bang Your Beauty by Mary is bringing you a Candy Apple Cauldron dupe this Halloween, so stay tuned for that. Candy Apple Cauldron is mysterious green apple, simmering sugar, and crystallized bergamot. Pretty much almost all of these scents are going to get the face because I actually do have a genuine love for the ones I'm showing you. Candy Apple Cauldron, though, definitely has like a candied apple vibe to it. You get that green apple, you definitely get the sugar. The bergamot makes it brighter and fresher, but it definitely gives a candy apple vibe mixed with kind of like this bright, fresh opening from the bergamot, and it's absolutely stunning. This is nowhere near as sweet as Candy Apple Cauldron, nor does it have like this bright, fresh quality about it from the bergamot in here. There's nothing like that in here. So yes, these are very different. I don't even think they're in the, like, they in the same apple family, but they are so distantly related, it ain't even worth mentioning any type of closeness in relation. Absolutely not. Now, one of the newer ones that was just dropped, I have not seen a comparison done to so far. So I thought I'd hook you up with that. It is Evil Queen. Beautiful apple scent from Bath & Body Works, the Disney Villains collection. Evil Queen has scent notes of dark red apple, vanilla suede, and wicked pear. She doesn't get the face quite yet, but I can definitely see by the end of this Halloween season, very possibly could get the face. It's going to have to grow on me just a tiny bit more before I feel it's face-worthy. But there is something beautiful about this. It has such a sweetness to it that I don't get from any other scents from Bath & Body Works currently. It's like a sugary, like almost like powdered sugar, like sugary candies, like Smarties type of a vibe with apple. And then you have that pear mixed in. Honestly, at this point, between the two, if I did not have the nostalgia tied to Country Apple that I do, I probably would go with Evil Queen over Country Apple. But they're very different. This is, again, like a perfumey type of an apple, whereas this is sweeter. It's got a little bit more complexity to it in certain ways. But I do really like it, and it's growing on me quite a bit. Y'all, the other day, I actually layered these two. I layered Candy Apple Cauldron with Evil Queen, and it was fire. I ain't gonna lie, it was freaking fire. Yeah, but the very last comparison is probably the one I've seen the most over the years. It is Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. I love this scent. I've talked about this scent recently when I compared it to Evil Queen, I believe it was. This is my third bottle of Kayali Eden. I love it that much. A very perfumey apple. But I love it so much because it's very complex. It has scent notes of red apple, lychee, black currant, pink grapefruit, wild berries, raspberry bloom, jasmine, rose, sugar, musk, vanilla, amber, and moss. It's definitely a gorgeous scent. The apple and the lychee is what I get primarily, especially in the opening notes. You do pick up some notes of jasmine, those raspberry notes with the berries. Vanilla, amber, sugar. This is absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. One of my favorites from Kayali. In comparison to Country Apple, this is the rich auntie, and this is her 12-year-old cousin who's still figuring out middle school. And that's like literally how different these are. I will say I will always love Country Apple simply because of that nostalgia factor that I get whenever I smell it. But do I think that this was worth running out and buying? Like if you can get it. Now, if you see it at SAS, which I'm sure we probably will. Let's be real. We will probably see this at SAS along with the other packaging of cucumber melon, plumeria. I would say get it at SAS, 75% off. But to get this at even buy three, get three, or a $5.95, $6.95 sale, I wouldn't even possibly recommend that. For me, again, it was nostalgia. But for your everyday average shopping consumer, the strength and longevity are just not there, unfortunately. So yeah, but did you pick up Country Apple? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you go over to Bang Your Beauty by Mary. Check out our clearance section. We still have a lot of goodies over there that we're trying to get out of stock rotation because we have so much new dropping. Next Friday, we have a new collection launching as well as a massive restock. Massive restock. So that being said, get over there and check that out. Make sure you're signed up for email notifications. And y'all, make sure you're tuned in to Bang Your Beauty by Mary on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, because I be posting content over there you don't see over here. And I intend on posting even more content over there now that I have a new space. Yeah, so other than that, you guys know we're at my favorite part. Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys, bye-bye.